Hello, this is your Express Briefing for Monday, October 28th. From the San Antonio Express News, I'm Joy Marie Scott. Become a subscriber and read more of these headlines at expressnews.com. The Spurs look for their third straight win to start the year with a home game against the Blazers at 7:30 tonight. We'll also give you all the tips you need for glamping, i.e. glamorous camping, in the Hill Country. Expect partly cloudy skies and a high of 84. A new UTSA program aims to recruit students from underrepresented populations into doctoral programs in biomedical research. A $1.3 million grant from the National Institute of Health created the Enhancing Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Educational Diversity, or ESTEAMED program. As part of it, freshmen who are minorities, the first in their families to attend college or otherwise disadvantaged, are getting scholarships and lab experience and lab exposure before their first college term even starts. Chick-fil-A could have held naming rights to the Alamodome. Then, City Council's airport concessions vote happened. A trove of emails, texts, and documents shed light on the circumstances surrounding the vote, which prompted state and federal investigations along with a Save Chick-fil-A state law and stirred turmoil in the mayoral race. They also show a never-before-seen proposal from a city-initiated effort to solicit a naming rights contract for the 26-year-old Alamodome. The idea never came to fruition and didn't provoke outrage, contrary to the concessions vote. Records show Mayor Ron Nirenberg tried to downplay the decision to staff, even as criticism swirled. A San Antonio company has released a new wound care product. Rocal Industries Biocos Antimicrobial Skin and Wound Cleanser is meant to remove harmful microbes. It's intended to be used for post-surgical wounds, pressure ulcers, diabetic foot ulcers, and burns. The spray was released in May. Rocal plans to release 5 more wound care products in the next 3 years, says company president Rebecca McMahon. A man has agreed to plead guilty to charges that he used personal information of thousands of veterans to swipe millions of dollars from their bank accounts. Frederick Brown of Las Vegas took screenshots of personal identifying information stored in a federal database while working at an Army garrison in South Korea. He was one of 5 members of the conspiracy indicted in San Antonio. Brown, who will plead guilty Tuesday to wire fraud conspiracy and money laundering conspiracy, signed the deal so he can get consideration for leniency at sentencing. Consider a subscription to the Express News, the voice of South Texas since 1865. Just 95 cents for the first month, a digital subscription helps support our work covering San Antonio and South Texas. You'll get access to all our stories on expressnews.com. Join us at expressnews.com/subscribe. And another news to know today. About 135 San Antonio workers will lose their jobs with the announced closing of 2 factories. The Eastview Cemetery, once overrun with trash and weeds, has been restored and was rededicated Saturday morning. Spurs forward Rudy Gay's charitable work with women battling breast cancer is his way of honoring his grandmother. A study shows that the Trump administration has acquired little of the private land in Texas it needs for a border wall. A San Antonio state representative will build his upcoming Senate campaign around the economic benefits of cannabis. The Astros issued an official retraction of their 6-day-old statement that falsely accused Sports Illustrated of attempting to fabricate a story. A judge has dismissed the divorce case of former FBI Director William S. Sessions and his wife Alice just days after their 67th wedding anniversary. San Antonio Charity's affluent volunteers aided needy fellow Mexico natives in the 1920s and 1930s. La Cruz Azul Mexicana, the Blue Cross, operated throughout the state with the help of wealthy Mexican nationals and Mexican consulates, offering food and clothing to relieve immediate needs, as well as classes and other help to educate Mexican émigrés to succeed in their new country. And in a new San Antonio Science and Tech program, students call the shots. The Chief Science Officer program aims to stimulate STEM education using middle and high school students rather than adult educators. It also gives the students leadership training they might need to pull it off. Visit theexpressnews.com for the full story on all of these headlines and more. And now the fun stuff. Classics still rule at Whataburger. That messy, two-handed burger doesn't rise to the level of a place grilling fresh half-pound patties and baking their own buns, but it's a hell of a fast food burger. Our weather is so strange, there's a fall crop of bluebonnets. And San Antonio singer Cara Stevens is singing the blues now, her way. And that's your Express Briefing for Monday, October 28th. Get San Antonio's top news headlines daily. Subscribe on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. For the San Antonio Express News, I'm Joy Marie Scott.